I know they're going to do the precautionary MRI, but it just didn't look that
If
bad.
I'm
It wouldn't get too
Gruden,
worked
he
up
has
over
any
it.
sort of sprain. I'm sure he has at least a minor sprain. He probably doesn't see the field again in the preseason.
Right until week 1.
I'm going to keep you over on the side. I'm going to unleash you week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals.
Well,
Thank
Gruden
you.
didn't seem too concerned. Also, Matt Ioannidis got hurt. He had a sack.
He was down on the field for a while. He'd be the one that I'd be somewhat concerned about.
Here's what Jay Gruden said after the game about some of the injuries.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard. This is a tough game, and you hate to see anybody get hurt on any team, really. But especially on your own team, you see the way these guys have been working in practice and all that stuff, and limping around is not good. But that's football, and we have to obviously adjust, and that's why we have other players, backups, and rookies and all that.
Wow, that hum in the background is really something.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Fun to listen to. So what was the update on Ioannidis? Did they have
I
one?
don't think there is an update.
You usually get
point.
updates the next day.
Yeah.
They didn't seem overly concerned. And here are Jay's comments on Derrius Guice specifically, which everybody wanted to see Derrius Guice. He doesn't quite get to the 12 carries, which Cakes predicted, but it looked like he was going to get more action than maybe we expected.
I can see he's a guy that he doesn't like to carry the ball 3 times. He needs to carry the ball 15 times. And he actually told me before the game, he says, I don't want it 3 times. If you're going to give it 3 times, don't even put me in. So we tried to get a little lather for him going, and he popped the long run. And unfortunately, I think he's got a leg tangled up in the turf. So plays that unfortunately happen to all players from time to time. So hopefully it's nothing, but if it is, I'm sure Derrius will rehab it and get himself back. But we'll find out tomorrow.
Just worth noting, he had some knee issues while he was at LSU. And now it's not necessarily related to what happened last night, but it's something he's dealt with in the past.
Yeah. Again, he seems to be fine. He thought he was fine in the locker room. He said he was anyway, and they'll do the MRI today and should be clean. Gruden also said Ioannidis is fine. Trey Quinn also appears to be okay. Craig Hoffman breakdown. The winners were Tim Settle, Stroman, Johnson, Hamilton, McCoy, Davis, and Harris.
Hamilton led the team with 9 tackles.
Right. Losers, Christian, Catalina, Quick, because Quick did not play, and the other wide receivers played pretty well, Quinn and Hogan.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens today with those results.
Well, Hogan was in for mop-up duty. I don't know how much you're gonna pop when you're that late in the game.
I mean, he'll be lucky to be the third-string quarterback here.
Right.
Byron Marshall always seems to do well in the preseason. He scored. I don't think it matters that much. You were impressed with P. Ryan. A lot of people say that he may not make the team. If they hire Capri Bibbs, who ended up with 48 yards on 4 carries, I wonder which of the running backs are not going to make it. Like Byron Marshall, Rob Kelly, Samaje Perine, they're probably all battling it out for the last job.
Well, that's fine, but I think Perine makes the team because a couple of those players have a history of injury.
Right.
I mean, Guice obviously does, and he went down the first game. Rob Kelly got hurt last year. You need a quality backup who's got some experience, and Perine showed last night, and he's got a.
Bibbs may have an edge too because he came in late last season and produced in a couple of spots. Like I think it was like week 15, 16.
Okay.
He came in and he was pretty good. He was solid in relief of some injured guys late last season.
All right, so maybe that last spot is a battle between Bibbs, Perine, and Marshall, but I'm going to give Perine the edge.
Brian Hoyer's as good a backup quarterback as Colt McCoy.
Here's a crazy
The game
idea.
wasn't about that, but I'm just saying that if it was just a battle of Brian Hoyer or Colt McCoy,
yeah,
I don't know,
it's
toss
dead
up.
even. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you don't go hard on the first preseason game? How about instead of 1,100, bet 50 or 75?
Yeah, like I did.
You don't need to bet 11. You don't need to bet 4 figures before September. That's just plain dumb.
He's trying to get the juices going.
See, someone like that almost just wants to lose.
Yeah, like he's desperate for his
And-
bad beat story.
And the reason that the Patriots came back is because they ran all over the Skins in the second half.
Right.
And they just had better depth at that position.
Sure, and Belichick, wants to end the game as quickly as possible.
Right.
He doesn't need to air the ball out.
I'll be honest with you. Last night I did 2 preseason football teasers.
Okay.
All right.
The teaser king is back.
And I haven't bet, and I swear to you this is true, I have not bet on the preseason in over 20 years.
Right.
Until last night.
Jason had cash on preseason football and WNBA basketball.
I did. I went
You're
1-1.
back, baby.
I went 1-1 in WNBA, and I went 2-0 in preseason. But I have not, because I'm a freak. I have not bet on a preseason football game in over 20 years.
Yeah, but you didn't bet 1,100 like that
No,
dopey caller.
I did 25s just to have a little juice flowing.
Of course, see? You're a seasoned gambler.
But why someone would put 1,100 on the Skins catching 3 in the first preseason game when you don't even know what guys are going to play?
Right.
That's just plain stupid.
That's
Well, it's the same reason people smoke cigarettes.
it's idiocy.
Okay?
It's
Yeah,
highest level.
Stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
They're killing themselves.
I mean, you deserve to lose 1,100 if you do that.
Maybe he has some injury history at LSU. I'm not that aware of it. Cakes, maybe
He
you
had
can
a
look
left-
up the exact injuries.
He had a left knee strain.
Okay.
It wasn't anything serious.
And
he missed a couple
yesterday,
games.
that was the type of injury, I think it was more that they were scared. He probably, if that's a regular season game, he probably jumps back in the game.
Yeah, he probably misses a play or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're being cautious.
I mean, he kind of, it almost looked like when guys get rolled up on,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, however you phrase that, it just landed awkwardly.
It didn't even look that bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like someone. It's not like his knee twisted in an awkward position.
Yeah, I mean, look, the previous caller may be correct. Maybe he is going to be a guy who ends up like Jordan Reed.
Yeah, we don't know.
But I wouldn't leap to that conclusion based on that one play.
He doesn't have any serious knee injury history from college.
No.
He had a knee strain. It happens to almost everybody in the NFL.